since the moment I woke up. That is not an exaggeration. That is just what happened. Eyes open. First thought, you. The way it always is now, and the way I hope it stays. I want to tell you something before anything else. Before I say a single word about my day or how the hours went. You're a kind of person people spend their whole lives hoping to find. And I found you. And I am aware of that every single day in a way that never becomes ordinary. It never becomes ordinary. That is the part that still surprises me. How it just keeps mattering. How you keep mattering. More, somehow, not less. I went through today carrying that. The way you carry something warm in cold weather. Something that makes the outside temperature irrelevant because you have got something good on the inside. The morning was unremarkable, just the world asking its usual things. But somewhere in the middle of it, I had this thought that I could not shake. I thought about the first time I realized I was in trouble with you. In trouble in the best way. That specific moment where something shifted and I thought, oh, this is different. This one is going to matter. I remember it so clearly. Not what we were doing, just the feeling. That sudden understanding that you were not someone I was going to get over easily. That you had already gotten somewhere in me that most people never reach. And instead of being scared of that, I just felt relief, like something I had been waiting for had finally arrived without me having to explain what I was waiting for. That was you. That is still you. Every day, I find you endlessly interesting. I want to say that because I do not think I say it enough. Not just attractive, not just kind, interesting, the kind of interesting that does not run out, that deepens instead of flattening the more you know it. I could listen to you talk about anything at all. It does not matter what, because it is not really about the subject. It is about the way your mind moves through things, the angles you find, the things you notice that nobody else thinks to notice. I am endlessly entertained by the way you think and deeply attracted to it in a way I could not have predicted. The afternoon hit that slow patch, the part of the day that always drags a little, and I let myself just think about you properly for a while, not with any agenda, just following the thoughts wherever they went. They went to the way you say certain things, the specific phrasing you use that is entirely yours, the way I can hear your voice so clearly in my head that sometimes I forget you're not actually in the room. Your voice lives in me now. That is a strange and wonderful thing to have happen. To have someone's voice become part of your internal landscape. Part of what the inside of your head sounds like. Mine sounds like you now. On the good days. On the days when I let the nicest thoughts have the most room. I miss the weight of you today. That specific physical gravity of having you near. The way the air in a room you are close enough to meet them. I missed being that close. I missed the particular comfort of proximity, of not having to reach very far to find you. Distance is something I tolerate because I have to. Not something I have made peace with. Not something I think is fine. I simply endure it because what is on the other side of it is worth every hour of enduring. You are worth every hour. I want to be specific about that. Not just worth it in a general sense. Worth each individual hour. Each slow afternoon. Each evening that runs too long without you in it. There was a moment late in the day where I caught myself just smiling. Nothing prompted it. Just that ambient happiness that lives underneath everything when you are loved by someone the way you love them back. That is what we have. I felt it clearly today, that mutual weight of it, that thing that exists between two people and belongs to neither of them and both of them at once. It is ours. Whatever this is, this specific frequency, I have never found it anywhere else. I have stopped looking anywhere else. I want to say something I have been building toward all day without knowing it. You make me feel like the best version of myself is not some distant goal. It is just who I am when I am near you, when I am loved by you, when I am seen the way you see me. Like it is already true, and I just had to find the right mirror. You are the right mirror. You show me something I actually want to be. I love you for that, more than I love you for any single thing. For the person I become in your presence. For the version of myself that only exists because you exist. I would not trade that version for anything. Not for easier. Not for simpler. Not for any version of my life that did not have you making me better just by being near. Today was long and ordinary and yours. The way every day is yours now, whether you are in it or not. I missed you through all of it, and I would miss you through all of it again without changing a thing, because missing you means I have you, and having you is worth everything the missing costs. I want to tell you what it is like to love you, not in general, specifically today. It is like having a song stuck in your head that you never want to leave, one that you keep returning to deliberately because leaving it feels like a loss. You are the song I choose to have stuck on purpose every single day. There is something about the way you exist that I find completely disarming. The combination of strength and softness, the way you can be completely certain of yourself and completely open at the same time. That is not easy to do. Most people choose one. You hold both. I find that extraordinary. I find you extraordinary. I do not use that word for things that do not deserve it. I just thought about your hands. The specific comfort of them. The way everything feels more anchored when you are close enough to reach. I wanted that anchoring today. I wanted you close enough to reach. Instead, I had the memory of it, which is its own kind of thing. Not the same, but not nothing either. A reminder that the real thing exists and is worth every day of waiting for. You are worth every day of waiting for. I want to say something about who you are that I think you might not fully see. You have this quality of making people feel like they matter, not as a performance, just as a natural consequence of how you pay attention. You make me feel like I matter every single time, without trying, without even knowing you are doing it. That is an incredible gift to give someone. The feeling of being genuinely worth something to a person who sees you clearly, not a softened version, the real one, with all the complicated parts included. You see all of it, and you stay. You choose it. You choose me. I do not take that lightly on any day, but especially on the long days. The ones like today, where the hours stretch and the missing gets loud. On those days, I think about that choosing. It steadies everything. You steady me, even from a distance, even just as a thought. That is how deep it goes. All the way down to the part of me that decides how I feel about things. You live there now, in the part that decides. And every day, it decides the same thing. That you are worth it, that this is worth it, that I would choose it again from the very beginning without changing a single thing. The evening arrived, and with it, that particular kind of tired that is really just the day finally letting go. I sat with it for a while. Just let everything decompress. Let the hours fall away. And what was left when all of that settled was you. The thought of you, the feeling of you, the fact of you existing somewhere and being mine and choosing to be mine. That never gets smaller. No matter how the day went, no matter what it asked, when everything else clears, you are what remains, the constant, the one thing that does not need to earn its place. It already has a place, the biggest one, the one everything else organizes itself around. I love you at the end of days like this one. When I am tired and the missing is heavy and I am not at my most articulate,